He was really good tonight. Unfortunately, we had that stoppage with the weather, but this is what we saw the first few weeks of spring training, and obviously, seeing him on video for the last couple of years. And I think to your question, we and Yoshi just cleaned up the delivery, and we talked about it a little bit earlier today where his set position was, and as he's breaking, it just the timing was really good. And so, as you saw tonight, the fastball command is back to what we were used to seeing, expecting to see. The split change was really good down below, getting the swing and miss, and threw some good curveballs. So, if we wouldn't have had the stoppage for 45 minutes, whatever it was, he could have went 6-7 innings tonight. But after that stoppage, to get him back to throw an inning, we just felt that really appreciating the long review, his health, that was good for the night. But you lose a ball game, never feels good. But the main takeaway for us is Yoshinobu had a tremendous night, and that was the most positive thing for all of us.
With the decision for him to go back out and pick up the rain delay, was that a communication that he gave to you, just saying that he was able to kind of stay warm and want to get back out there?
I think it was more of just kind of gauging his level of how he felt, and he was easy and really excited to go back out there. And to be honest, I think he was looking forward to going out there again, longer, because he was throwing the baseball well. But again, we have to make sure that we take care of his health first and foremost.
When you talk Green about like some of the self-inflicted kind of other things that he'd been working through, is it like the set position stuff that you were referring to?
That's right. That's right.
Cleaner tonight?
It did. It did. I mean, from my eye, from this start to the other starts, I really couldn't tell. Just that the mechanics are so finite that the timing, especially from a pitcher who has such good command, every little bit matters. And so he's kind of back to where he felt comfortable, and you saw the results tonight.
In that seventh inning, we've talked about coming into the year the kind of lack of lefties in the bullpen that you have for runs like that. How difficult are those situations to navigate right now as we're still kind of figuring out, who you want to deploy in spots like that?
Yeah, I thought that, starting at, I think it was the lefty, and then Arenado, and then the other lefty, I just felt right there, Joe hadn't pitched, and he's a neutral guy, he's a high leverage guy for us, and I wanted to get him in the game. And so, a guy like Joe Kelly, it really doesn't matter when he pitches. And obviously we had Alex looming, but still, Joe, I felt very comfortable with Joe, and he just didn't have a good night.
What did they explain to you on how much confusion was there on that play with the fly out, and then did
yeah,
that look like a balk?
It was a balk. It was a balk. He didn't stop, and Ryan Blakely got it right.
Yeah, going back to Yamamoto, not to make too much of like a second start, but he did sign a big contract. Right, the first game was kind of horrendous. Coming in today, I assumed that he probably wanted to show something. And the fact that in that type of situation he was able to do what he did, what did that kind of show you about maybe the insights there? As you're around players more, you start to learn more about them. But I think with Yoshinobu, there's a lot of confidence, and there's a lot of pride and fire, and and appreciating the contract and his part of the deal. I think he takes it personal, and took it personal, and so he was really intent on pitching well for his home debut, his Dodger debut at home. And so it was great to see that the fans supported him, and were cheering, and there was a couple big spots, and the first inning where he punched 3, I thought that was pretty exciting. And so I wasn't surprised by it. It was good to see, and I really, I don't want to make too much of the second start, but I just really believe that this is a sign of more things to come. As much as you talk about you're expecting him to kind of turn it around, I assume it's kind of a relief, right? That he didn't have another one like the last one.
I think more for us as far as for the player and the person, because I think that a new player coming to a new team, a new country, a new league, you know, you want to perform well. And so I think for me, for all of us, just wanting to see him pitch well, to continue to just sort of build that confidence, because true confidence comes from performance. And so I think for me, the biggest takeaway to kind of see him, a smile on his face after 5 scoreless and a lot of punch tonight.
If the rain delay had gone on like X amount longer, I assume there would have been kind of a cutoff point.
There was a cutoff point. I mean, if it would have went a little bit longer, he wouldn't have even taken the mound for the 5th inning.
How big are the curve splitter for him?
Huge. You know, pitching with the fastball with command, I think if there's a pitcher around that can do that, I think it's Yoshinobu. But to keep guys off balance, the front to back is very important. And I think, and the curveball is his slowest pitch. So to kind of get guys off the fastball a little bit, their timing, and then now you get the swing and miss changeup or the split, it just plays so well. So they're both critical.
And what's going through your mind when you have Shohei Ohtani coming up with the bases?
Oh man, you know, we had one guy that we wanted at the plate in Mookie Betts, and he took a great walk. But the next guy, you know, I felt really good about Shohei there, and he had a pitch that was 91, you know, in his nitro zone, and just missed it. And you know, he's going to get going, so there's no cause for concern. But yeah, we had the right guy to play.
How impressed were you with Mookie's play defensively tonight, especially on some of those balls going to his right?
Really impressive. You know, we talked a lot about Mookie and, you know, getting repetitions, and part of the repetitions is the clock, the internal clock as a shortstop, and understanding the runner. And so he had 2 really nice plays tonight, early and in the extra frames. You know, that ball to his backhand off Goldschmidt's bat, to just kind of understand you have a plus runner at third, and then to make a nice play over there at first. So 3 really great plays tonight from Mookie.
Kyle Hurt, quickly. Kyle Hurt, just, yeah.
Kyle, man, it's just, I think he likes pitching at Dodger Stadium. You know, I mean, he's been pretty good at Dodger Stadium. So tonight, you know, where we're at with pitching, it was kind of getting a little tight. He hasn't gone 3 innings since spring training. I don't even know if he did that in spring training. So to do what he did against that lineup, really impressive. And I just love his poise and just attacking the zone. Very efficient through 3 innings, or 2+. Thanks, guys. Bye.